flying their flags of their home nations, getting a warm welcome from the crowds here in Amman as the grandstand's now almost at full capacity. These guys going to be going head to head in minutes as we get ready to crown our round 2 OIDC 2022 winner. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to go quiet as the crowd stand for their national anthem. There we have it. The Omani national anthem plays, and the stadium will give a warm round of applause. You can see media out on track, catching the drivers, getting the feelings, as these guys now are going to make their way back into their cars, back into the paddock. And the lights are on. Here we go, this is it. Top 16 starts right now. Haytham Al Hadidi to lead out. Bullseye. Nice initiation from Hadidi. Just washes shallow though on the outside zone. You can see Bullseye dropping down, shallowing up, gaining that proximity, but he's cheating by shortcutting the circuit. Hadidi right on that wall on the outside zone. Nice transition back from Hadidi. Smoke starts to enter the cabin as Bullseye makes a mistake, straightens up, now loses proximity. Bullseye shallows up once again, trying to dive onto the door. Hadidi foot flat to the floor, a little lift on the transition, flame erupts. Bullseye out of nowhere, washes way off track. Hadidi screams home and seals the water. Light goes green, through the gate they go. Bullseye flat to the floor, wanders right across the circuit. Nice initiation, a little too early though, lets the car wash. Oh, he's going to wash 2 wheels off the circuit. Hadidi right with him, gives him that room to manoeuvre up into the wall. Hadidi struggles to get into position. Now Hadidi struggles to look for Bullseye as Bullseye flicks that car aggressively into the outside zone. Bullseye back into it once again, but this is scrappy lead line from the Malaysian driver as Hadidi keeps himself out of danger, keeps within that proximity. Now transitions back once again, up into the wall they go. Full throttle from Bullseye. Hadidi keeps himself out of danger and stays safe. And here we go. Cherba to lead, Kremitz to give chase. Cherba through the gears. V8 turbo underneath the bonnet, that 36, but look at this from Kremitz, aggressive. Oh, a little wobble from both of them as they start to go wide on the outside edge of the circuit. They both find themselves back in it again. Kremitz looks for the back bumper. Oh, early on the transition, Kremitz throws it away and puts 4 wheels off track. Kremitz now gets himself back into the mix. Benedictus Cherba looking rock steady out front. Nice transition down the outside zone. Kremitz goes for the dive once again. He's going to be wide on the outside zone as Kremitz and Cherba cross the line. Back on the start line they go. Kremitz to lead, Cherba to give chase. Thumbs up, slots the car into gear. And Cherba, everything to walk away from this one was second place on the podium at the last round. Can he do it again? Nice initiation from Sergi Kremitz, no leading off the track this time. Oh, starts to fall out of the outside zone though, wanders back into it. Look at this from Cherba, right up onto the door. Flames erupting once again. Cherba through the smoke on the back bumper. Big angle thrown on by Sergi Kremitz, and Cherba makes a massive mistake. Kremitz threw the gang sign up and absolutely upset Benedictus Cherba. What a turn of events there. Wow, Sergi Kremitz gets himself into it. Cherba takes it across the line. Wow. The judges to split. Yeah, look at this. Going to want to see a replay from an alternative angle of the run. So, tidy. Yeah, washes out of the outside zone. Watch the angle. Yeah, look at that. You can see Cherba slow that car down massively. Oh, and he did opposite drift. So, Benedictus Cherba, fate hanging in the balance right now. Looked like he was heading on into the Great 8 to take on Haytham Al Hadidi. All round from our drivers, the buttons pressed. Light goes amber. Chiab takes the opportunity to try and get a little slingshot out of this. Tariq Al Shahani screams down the track, and Chiab does have nothing. No initiation. Tariq Al Shahani going to do an incredible run. Got himself fourth place qualifying. And Chihab just trying to take a look out the back of the window and back end of the circuit. Yeah, Chihab completely stopped over in the distance. Yeah, and there we go. Tariq finishes on 2JZ Toyota GT86 on the line. Richards, Maxide, here we go. They get the green light. Richards to lead out Maxide. Look at Maxide, no messing around, hammering through the gears. Big, fast initiation. Richards just about, oh, he can't hold on to it. He can't hold on to it. Richards can't hold on to it. Oh, man. Richards couldn't hold on to it. Fired that car in. The rear wheels got on to that slippery edge of the outside of the circuit, and he turned it around. Oh man, we do have the second half of the Shahani Chihab battle. You can see Maxide down in the pits now. Guys checking the car over, making sure just a little bit of cosmetic damage, maybe nothing else too serious. Bagsy in the background checking out the competition, and staying well away from the pits of Martin Richards at the moment is Bagsy, because I can imagine Martin Richards is throwing a few wheels and tyres around, some tools possibly, in anger. So, we are waiting to find out whether we're going to continue with the second half of this battle. Both guys, by the looks of things, well, Maxide gets an allotted amount of time to work on his car because the damage caused to it wasn't at fault of his own. It was obviously caused by the over-rotation of Richards. So there we go. Maxide makes his way back to the start line. Richards will be on that 5-minute rule. Will he get the car done in time? Well, we're about to find out, because we're going to keep that camera down the back end of the circuit. Arahovsky's team there. Amber goes green, and Mohamed Chiab comes flying down. Whoa, big flick. Fires the back end of that C6 Corvette in Shahani's face. Shahani goes way off track. Now Shahani's playing catch-up. Shahani plays catch-up now as Chiab fires that car left to right, drops a wheel on the edge of the circuit, fires it back now. Tariq Al Shahani goes for it again. Oh! And Chiab shuts it down and takes contact from Shahani. Well, what an interesting turn of events. How does this one play out? We will find out. I mean, ready, thumbs up all round, light goes amber. Richards doesn't jump, goes on the green light. Both front wheels on Richards' car are off of Bagsy's PS13. Big clutch kick across the track. Nice initiation. Oh, Richards repays the favour. Doors Maxide, pushes him around. Says, you want to hit me? I'll hit you, buddy. They go deep on the outside zone. Transition back. Richards is wedged on the inside. Well, well, well. What is going on here now? So, Richards, get back in the paddock, clear the air, get the cars repaired. End of the battles, get them done. Alternative angle coming up. Ali Maxide, or off for braking. Braking caused the hit. Now, was that the hit that caused the damage? Let's hope he gets a clean one this time. Anti-leg going. These guys no messing around. Through and down they come, slamming through the gears. Vasiliauskas flicks that car left to right. Rarahovsky goes for a big flick but can't make it work now. Loses a little ground. Shallows up the angle. Tries to get on the inside of the circuit. Vasiliauskas fires big angle at it as he transitions now into the outside zone. Rarahovsky finds himself lost on the inside edge again of the circuit. Once again, shallows up, looks for the front wheel. Rarahovsky playing with danger, nosing that GT86 onto the door of Vasiliauskas' BMW as he transitions once again into this outside zone. Rarahovsky gives him the room to manoeuvre, backs it in and nudges the front. Wow! Rarahovsky to lead out Vasiliauskas. A traded paint on the first run. Will Vasiliauskas repay the favour? He's already trying to, but he's initiated in the middle of the circuit. He's already going to start losing ground, but Rarahovsky on the inside, shortcutting the track, goes wide now, starts to come down towards the wall. Short falls again on the outside zone. Rarahovsky shortcutting the track. This is not a clean lead. Rarahovsky not giving Vasiliauskas the opportunity to get up close and personal as Rarahovsky pulls away massively from Vasiliauskas in the outside zone. Big transition coming up now for both of these guys as Vasiliauskas throws his hands up and says, I'm not going to even try to get close. And Fontaine. Here we go, Bagsy lights up the tyre straight away. Fontaine hungry. He knows Bagsy, third step on the podium at round one. Can he do it again? Look at this. Bagsy right to the edge of the circuit, holds on to it. Wow, what a line from Bagsy. Incredible stuff. Fontaine right with him though, nosing that BMW right up onto the front wheel. Fontaine is hungry as he found a little fortune. Wow, the transition from Fontaine was insane, but he's made a mistake and shuts it down. Fontaine shuts it down. Bagsy absolutely nails it to the outside line, foot flat to the floor, and Sebastian Fontaine pulls that car off track. What is going on in Oman? Wow. Clint Van Oort, will he take the opportunity to jump? Starts to creep, doesn't go for it though. Light goes green. Timo Lipski, foot flat to the floor. Clint Van Oort goes for the back bumper. Nice initiation though from the young Ukrainian as he falls out of the outside zone. Needs to get himself back into it. Judges will be very heavily scoring him on this lead line, but Clint Van Oort finds the door, looks for it through the transition in the smoke. Nice manoeuvre from Van Oort, and once again on the switchback, Clint Van Oort, a man possessed as he finds the front wheel of Tibor Lipski's BMW, pushes him wide though. Was there contact? It looked like there were contact. Now the wheel's on fire. The car is on fire of Clint Van Oort. There we go. Bangs that car into gear. Thumbs up all round. Light goes amber. Green is go. Daham hot out the gates. Smoking the tyre straight away. Riyad Al-Mabsali on the inside. Oh, contact. Oh, Mabsali pushes Daham off the circuit. Daham, a seasoned pro, keeps himself in it. Mabsali sets up the steering wheel, gets himself back into the flow of things, transitions through the smoke, looks for the side of that S14. Just can't get there though as Daham puts foot to floor, evades the outside zone, knows he needs to be in it to get that perfect line into that final outside zone. Daham looks for the transition, nicely done. Riyad Al-Mabsali though in the middle of the circuit, too much angle, he's going to sacrifice all the line as Daham finishes up the run. Will be a different situation. So here we go, yet again another camera angle. So judges won't let this one go until they know exactly what went on. But once again, as I've said earlier this evening a few times, in my opinion and from my experience, I would say that Timo Lipski was not necessarily hit, but the steering wheel maybe just touched. Yeah, you see the front bumper flex. There's 100% some contact there, and maybe it snatched the steering wheel. More in a minute. Let's get this second half of the battle underway. Oh, ploughs the cones down like a snow plough does Timo Lipski. Initiates early though, fires himself into it. Nice job. Clint Van Oort way out of the outside zone, hurting his line. Lipski looks for the door, or what's left of the rear quarter panel right now as he transitions through the smoke on the inside of the circuit. Clint Van Oort desperate to evade the young Ukrainian driver. Oh, Van Oort in the wall. Van Oort in the wall and makes contact with Timo Lipski. What is going on in Oman this weekend? I just do not even know. Looking cool, calm and collected. That front wheel dented already. The car's battered and bruised this year. Here we go, through the gears. Riyad Al-Mabsali fires in. Nice initiation. Daham keeps his cool, stays away. Knows he has a huge advantage coming into this one. Daham starts to hunt down Mabsali. Mabsali goes 2 wheels off track. Oh, throws in a spin. Mabsali puts the car into a spin. And Daham says, job done. So there we go. Ahmed Daham finishes up the run. Weights. These guys are not messing around anymore. Business, it's on. Light goes green. Richards through the cones, down through the gears. Richards means it. These two cars, battered and bruised, look like Mad Max as they slam through the throttle into that outside zone. Max Seed not in it. Max Seed nowhere near Richards at the moment. Richards throws the smoke in his face. Big transition from Max Seed as he tries to find the door of Richards. Driftworks Nissan Skyline on the foot brake goes Driftworks in that outside zone. Richards is not messing around, but Max Seed is with him the whole way as Richards fires up the smoke. Max Seed goes for the door and makes a big error. Both guys fall out of that outside zone and across the line. Line they are. The light is red. Judges want to see an alternative look at the view of something. Not sure what they're looking for here. So judges just taking a look at the replay. Not sure what's going on. Maybe a little bit of foul play at the back end of the circuit. No, both fair enough. You know, both left foot braking, keeping the back ends of those cars in those outside zones. Maybe they were looking to see if there was contact there. I don't think there was any contact made on this run. I think and we are clear to go. Amber light, green light, go. Max Seed through the cones, down. Richards this time straight as an arrow. Little wobble, tries to evade the back end. That GT86. Oh, and Richards hits him again. Richards hits him again. Oh, man. Ah. Martin Richards. But look, was Max Seed decelerating again? Was Max Seed off throttle? That's what the judges are going to want to see. They're going to want to see a replay. Ali Max Seed, was you decelerating? Because quite clearly, it didn't look like he was from where they were standing. It's a close one. It's such a close one, and again, like I say, I wouldn't want to be the guy that takes someone out of competition, so I wouldn't want to judge this, and I don't really even want to make a comment on it. But hey, that's my job, so I'm gonna say that Ali Max Seed was slowing down in a full throttle zone on the track. If he was carrying too much speed, he was told in the briefing yesterday to pace himself into that beginning of the scoring zone. His wheels are spinning. Yeah, he is on throttle, but I mean, it's a tough one, ladies and gentlemen. That's for sure. It's the foot brake. I think the foot brake threw Martin Richards off, and I mean, look, it's not like this is the first time it's happened. He did it on the first battle as well. Richards hit him in the same place. I don't know. Judges could deem Ali Max Seed at fault for this. Oh, and they don't. They don't. Ali Max Seed gets the win and advances through. Wow. What a turn of events. What a turn of events. So there we go. Judges not deeming Ali Max Seed at fault. Yes, he was left foot braking, but he was still on throttle. That's what I'm hearing. So he gets the win and advances through into the Grade 8. So that's it. Grade 8 decided. We're going to keep the action going. No messing around. First battle up will be Haytham Al-Hadidi to take on Benedict Cherba. Up next, after that, it will be Tariq Al-Shahani to take on Ali Max Seed. Ahmed Daham takes on Vasiliauskas, Andreas Vasiliauskas, and the last battle in our Grade 8 will be Steve Bagsy Biagioni to take on the hot property from Ukraine, Timo Lipski. That one is going to be, again, not a clean, easy battle, but we need to decide a final four. Let's see how it plays out. So, here we go. You know the lay of the land. You know the battle's coming up. Let's find out how this one plays out. First battle up will be Haytham Al Hadidi to take on Benedictas Cherba. Cherba, remember, second step on the podium at round one. Clint Van Oor out of the situation. Bagsy's still in it. This is going to be a different podium. If Bagsy and Cherba don't make it in, this could upset the championship. This means we could have a complete turn of events for round three. Here we go. Haytham warms up the tyres on the back of the S15. Red Bull S15. Pulls to the line. Lead car. First time, every time. The highest qualifier. Benedictas Cherba, though. International superstar. Borrowed car. 3UZ turbo Toyota engine in the bonnet. Under the bonnet, sorry, of that BMW E36. What has Cherba got? Well, we haven't got long to find out. These guys now are ready for action. We're starting to get to the business end of the deal. This is for a spot in the final four. Thumbs up from Cherba. He means business. Slams the car into gear. Thumbs up all round. Light goes amber. Green, we're good to go. Hadidi to lead out Cherba for a spot in the final four awaits now. Oh, he goes way across the track, does Hadidi, but he makes it work. Cherba gets thrown off a little bit, drops down on the inside edge of the circuit. Here comes Cherba though on a hunt. A hunt for this young man. Wow, sticks the BMW to the door. On the transition goes Cherba. Can he make it back? Of course he can. Through the smoke comes Benedictas Cherba as Hadidi puts the back end of the S15 to the wall. Look at Hadidi. He's on an absolute flyer right now. Hadidi, blinded by his own smoke, transitions back. And look at Cherba right there, still in the zone. Still on that line as Hadidi sticks it to the wall. Cherba right with him. Button is pressed on the traffic light and these guys are sent on their way for the second half of the run. Hadidi to chase down Cherba. Cherba with a nice initiation. Hadidi fires in that S15, almost backs it in his wheels off the edge of the circuit, gets it back in again. Cherba's going to go wide to the wall and up close and personal goes Cherba, but Hadidi right there and Cherba throws a curveball to Hadidi and dials on some angle. Wow, what a big ball of fire. The whole car is on fire. The whole car is on fire. Haytham Al Hadidi's car explodes in a ball of flames as Benedictas Cherba finishes up the run. Wow. There we go, you can see Haytham out of the car, safe, gives a clap to the crowd and says, hey, I might have blown my car up, I might be on fire, but you know what? I'm okay, I'm having fun. So there we go. A little bit stiffer than a glass of water. Here we go, off the line. Daham, Vasiliauskas. Can we get a clean one? Let's hope so. Daham to lead out Vasiliauskas. No messing around. Daham straight into that outside zone. Wow, Daham with a pace. Look at Daham. Like a man possessed right now as he comes down onto the wall. Vasiliauskas has nothing in this one at the moment. Good line, no proximity. Good transition from Daham. As Vasiliauskas dials on a little bit too much angle, now starts to find some lost ground as Vasiliauskas hunts down Daham. Daham is absolutely flying through the centre of the circuit. He's going to get nice and deep into this outside zone. Vasiliauskas, one last push across the line. One place in the final four already taken. Who's this one going to go to? Daham right now chasing down Vasiliauskas. Vasiliauskas is going to try the pace, but he knows that Daham has got serious grip. Look at the grip that Daham's got wound in. He's had to shallow off the angle. Vasiliauskas off that outside line though, shallow through the middle. Vasiliauskas winds on the lock. You can see Daham avoiding contact at every cost right now. Gets himself into it down the bottom end on that big left-hand turn as Vasiliauskas goes very, very wide. Daham lost in the smoke, waits for it, makes for a dive, gets himself in it. Vasiliauskas sets himself up for the wall, but Daham is on the door. Well, thumbs up all round. Here we go. We look for the traffic light. Amber, green. Maxi takes the opportunity to jump the line. Lets Tarek Al-Shahani through. Shahani fires in, big angle, has to sacrifice it. He has to sacrifice it. Shahani had to sacrifice it. No, Shahani was leading this time. Ali Maqseed was giving chase. Yeah, Ali Maqseed all round next weekend here in Oman. Here we go. Thumbs up all round. Time to go. Judges have come to their clear-cut decision in the first half of the run. Cones down, no messing around. Maqseed through the gears. Shahani to give chase. Can Shahani get there? Yeah, Shahani lacking in proximity right now. Maqseed goes wide, gets himself up onto the wall. Maqseed, foot flat to the floor. Nice transition in the centre of the circuit for Ali Maqseed as he comes down onto the wall in front of the grandstand into the outside zone. And Tarek Al-Shahani, just no proximity. You can see a matching angle mirroring that lead car. Looks for the transition back. Transition's way too early. He's going to come up way short here in the centre of the circuit. And Maqseed gets the job done. Been around for a very long time now, but the young gun from Ukraine, he wants a taste of the blood. Big initiation from Lipski, fires it in hot and heavy. Bagsy calculated, keeps it cool, calm and collected. He's looking for the grip, looking to drive away. Lipski with him though. Lipski looking for the back bumper of that Monster Energy PS13. Whoa! Almost takes it off. Lipski playing with danger. Lipski fires it in backwards. Lipski fires it in backwards on the transition and throws it away. Bagsy, the experience, the maturity just plays through as Bagsy comes down into the final outside zone, onto the foot brake. Pretty decent line into there as well. The young man just got too hot and heavy and just threw that one away. What a shame for Lipski. Lights are on, the thumbs are up. We look for the traffic light. It's amber. Bagsy starts to go already. He knows Lipski's quick. Lipski hop through the gate. No messing around. Flat to the floor is Lipski. Bagsy gives him some room to manoeuvre. He knows he's a wild young man and he goes 3 wheels off track. As Lipski starts to fall apart once again. Lipski not in this one. Bagsy shallows it up. Keeps his cool, holds on for dear life as Lipski looks reckless through the centre of the circuit, throwing that car left to right. Now Bagsy sees he's settled. Bagsy looks for the door, can't find it though, just can't find that grip or proximity. As Lipski looks to transition back, Bagsy dives through the smoke. Bagsy needs to seal the deal and get back on the door, and he does. Bagsy right with him across the line. Leads out Vasiliauskas for the final spot in the final 4. Nice initiation this time from Depam, and look at this, Vasiliauskas has wound in the screw, found a little bit more grip, and you can see Deham's loosened that car up potentially a little slower through that top end of the track. Nice transition. Vasiliauskas through the smoke on the foot brake, upsets himself a little on that balance, now has to settle, get himself in up into the door. Can he find Deham's Red Bull S14? He certainly can as they carry the angle through the centre of the circuit. This is better, this is cleaner from both drivers as Vasiliauskas looks for the back end once again. We're ready to go. Deham to chase down Vasiliauskas as Vasiliauskas gets the jump, gets the heat through the gate. Look at this. Oh, wobbles the front wheel. That upsets the balance of the car. Gives the opportunity for Deham to get up close and personal. Down Deham's up on the door. Wow, what a dive from Ahmed Deham as he transitions through the smoke. Oh, almost gets himself caught up on the inside. Deham looks for the side of that carbon Kevlar E92 and Deham shallows up the angle, off and on the throttle, edges closer and closer through the fastest part of the circuit as Deham looks once again to make a move, and he certainly does as Vasiliauskas gets up onto the wall. Wow, Cherba took second step on the podium at round 1. He's hunting for that championship, but he's got to get through Ali Maqseed first to get there. What has Cherba got? Nice initiation for Cherba. Maqseed gets in it though, gives him a little nudge, drops himself down on the inside of the track. Cherba stays in it. Maqseed goes wide again. Maqseed is hungry. Cherba absolutely flying as Maqseed comes through the smoke, gets a little lost on the transition. Cherba gets himself in it and Maqseed shuts it down. Has to reinitiate. Big points deduction for Ali Maqseed right now as Benediktas Cherba gets back on the throttle into the outside zone. Maqseed 3 wheels off track as Cherba finishes up a real nice lead run. in that 3rd and 4th place playoff. Can the car hold together? Can he hold together? Bam, light goes green, no messing around, straight into it. Down they come through the gears. Max Seed flicks the car into initiation. Cherba right there with him. Max Seed, no messing around, on the throttle, foot brake, riding, keeping the back end of the 86 in the outside zone. Cherba on the door though. Cherba looks for it even more as Cherba makes a dangerous dive through the smoke. Max Seed goes wide. Cherba takes the opportunity. Perfect lead line so far from Ali Max Seed, but Benedictus Cherba's taking all the opportunity. Super close. Looks to push even closer as they come down now. Cherba transitions early, shallows up the angle, looks to make the dive, just can't get there as Max Seed puts foot to floor. Here we go. Business. The final step in the final place to go. Bagsy jumps the start line. He knows Daham's quick. He's not going to mess around. He's through the gears. He lets Daham through. Goes for initiation on the door. Bagsy a little bit too early. Can he make it happen? Daham starts to drive away. Bagsy shallows up the angle as Bagsy hunts for the side of that Red Bull S15. Through the smoke comes Bagsy, but he's a little bit too early. Bagsy looks for it once again as Daham puts on an absolute masterclass. Takes the back end off the car. Bagsy finds the side of Daham's S14. Loses it again in the smoke as the transition awaits. Bagsy dives through the smoke. Daham on an absolute flyer. He puts on some serious angle. Oh, and Daham comes up short on the wall. Cars slam into gear, thumbs up all round. Bagsy to lead, Daham to give chase. Daham creeping off the line. Cones wobble as they scream through the gears. Look at Daham, he's gripped that car up to 100. Nice initiation from Bagsy. Daham now starts to shallow up the angle and find himself on the inside edge of the circuit. But Daham's a little closer. You can see him working the S14 up onto the side of that PS13. No messing around. Bagsy goes wide on the transition. Flicks it back. Daham with him. Daham goes for the back bumper. He's on to the side of Bagsy's car. Daham playing with Bagsy on the back end of the circuit as Daham hammers down Bagsy. Fires through, full throttle on the transition, looks for the wall. Bagsy a lot cleaner as Daham hunts him down. He's not got the proximity. Wow. Body is ready to rock and roll. Max Seed just back a little bit, trying to get a little bit more slingshot, a little bit more run into that first corner. Thumbs up, doors slam shut, cars slam into gear. Bagsy to lead out. Ali Max Seed for a space for the spot on the 3rd step. Nice initiation from Bagsy, but Max Seed's there. Max Seed drops down out of the outside zone. Max Seed goes for the dive. Bagsy on the foot brake. Max Seed fires it in backwards up, trying to get onto the door. Bagsy stays in it. Nice transition across the circuit as Max Seed's with him. Max Seed looks for the back end. Max Seed is hungry for the kill, hungry for a step on the podium. Bagsy though, absolutely fulfilling all of the outside zones. You can barely see Ali Max Seed's car through the smoke, but there he is right there looking for the door. Max Seed goes for the kill, looks to seal the deal as Bagsy takes him across the line. Wow, potentially be the final run before we head to the final. Or it could be one more time. The light goes green. Bagsy through off straight away. He knows Max Seed's fast. Look at this. Max Seed, little flick. Bagsy with him though. Onto the front wheel goes Bagsy. Max Seed drops down. He's out of the outside zone. Bagsy has to hold out. Bagsy just can't swing with him at the moment. As Max Seed sticks foot to floor, starts to throw up some smoke. He goes way wide. That shuts the door, but Bagsy comes in early. Max Seed goes deep. Bagsy almost takes him off the circuit, but Bagsy finds the side of that GT86 as Max Seed can't evade Bagsy now. Through the smoke comes the UK driver as Ali Max Seed looks one last time to try and evade. Can he? No way. Bagsy there with him.
المتسابق العماني رياض المنسلي ابو الحر وفري ستايل جميل. خلينا نستمتع بمتابعه مسعود.
Time is this the battle before we get to the final? Bagsy leads out Ali Maxid through the gears down the straight. They've felt each other out, they know the kinks. Bagsy deep into outside zone 1. Bagsy's turned that car up to 100, starts to evade Ali Maxid once again. Up into the wall goes Bagsy. Maxid looks for the back bumper as he transitions. Not so scrappy this time from Maxid as he almost makes contact with Bagsy. Up into the wall once again. They get into this outside zone. Maxid knows he can't hang around. He needs to gain that proximity. Bagsy on an absolute fly, but Maxid shuts it down. Maxid shuts it down. And Bagsy hammers on through. Gets himself up into the wall. And just potentially versus Cherba for the first step on the podium. Here we go. Daham hot through the gate, flings the car sideways with ease as Daham gets into it. Look at the separation as Daham puts foot to floor. Cherba shallows up the angle as Daham scrubs the speed, falls out of that zone on the transition, makes it back as Cherba gets back into it once again. Daham now opens up the throttle, unleashes all of the horsepower as he looks to evade the grip of Benedictus Cherba, but here he comes through the smoke as Benedictus Cherba looks for the side of that Red Bull S14. Across the line they go. Wow! Run for round 2 here in Amman. Anti-lag firing through the gears they come. The headlights shining bright in the camera lens as Daham fires up onto the door. Makes contact with Cherba. Cherba out of the outside zone. Contact from Daham onto the front wheel, onto the door. Look at Daham shallowing the angle, taking the risks, pushing Cherba in an uncomfortable position. Wow! Big dive from Daham. Did he go wide? He puts himself and Cherba at danger. Into the wall they go. Big impact. Big impact. Wow. Benedictus Cherba starts to celebrate. Does he believe that that is it? Does he believe he is the winner? So Benedictus Cherba just destroys the tyres on the back of the car. Judges take a look back, going to look from alternative camera angle by the looks of things. Super aggression from Ahmed Daham from the get-go. Look at this. So aggressive. Daham just edging up, forcing the aggression, gaining the proximity. Very nice job there, locking that front wheel. Look at that, boom, takes the bumper off. Oh, he did really badly hit the wall. Really badly hit the wall. And it was after the contact with the back end of Cherba's car. And there we go. That S14 absolutely wrecked.
لهيثم الحديدي، طارق الشيهاني ورياض الممسلي الفائزين بالمراكز الثلاثة الأولى على المستوى المحلي. برافو، شكرا هيثم، شكرا رياض، برافو ولدن. صور طبعا تذكارية للفائزين. أوسط وينر ثمينة كاتيجوري، برافو ولدن. Let's give a big hand to أحمد دحام، علي مقصيد وهيثم الحديدي. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a big hand to Cheba, Baze and Daham. Congratulations.